Hello and hope you are happy. Are you from those kind of people who believe all old sayings are still true? So, join us. We want to talk about the most famous lies we think that they are true. There are some things in the world that many of us have heard and believed about as children, but some of them are not so true. According to page 333.Persia Today, considering that we live in the age of technology, it's easy for us to access different information. It's no longer like in the past to search for information on a subject for hours and hours among different books and libraries. And finally, we are not sure about the information that we found. But in the past, the situation was different. The publication of every news and every truth that was considered real in its time was considered as a fact in the society, and others believe it and observe it in life if necessary. Although many ancient beliefs have been examined and their authenticity has been confirmed, there are still issues that many, in addition to believing in them, tell others and believe that all old sayings is still true. Below we take a look at some of these topics that we still think are true. Stay with us. Subscribe our YouTube channel to watch the rest of this video and more. One of the funniest one is carrots increase your vision at night. You have probably heard the saying from your mother to eat carrots so that your eyes can see better. Although carrots are rich in vitamin A and happen to be good for the eyes and eyesight, but this vegetable, as much as the mothers advertise for it, does not have the ability to improve eyesight and does not affect night vision at all. This has been and is one of the great ways mothers can give vegetables to their children. The next one is fractures of the fingers cause osteoarthritis. The next topic is about picturing fingers. If you are a fan of picturing fingers, you have probably heard people around you say that it causes osteoarthritis. But this is not true. There has been a lot of search in this area and on different people, but the theory has not been proven in any way that breaking and fractures of the fingers can harm them, including osteoarthritis and other disease that they may have mentioned. Brown eggs are tastier than whites. It was all based on public perception. Eggs are no different. The color of their outer shell is different, goes back to the chicken, and this difference only shows itself in the shell and has no effect on taste. So don't believe it. Have you ever heard that the bull hates rats? We all know this is not true, but we still believe it. Most animals, especially cows, are colorblind and do not recognize colors at all. This belief began with the Spanish bullfighters because they loved the color red and used it for wild bull competitions. In fact, what makes a cow angry is the movement of the cape back and forth, which is made more and more by the bullfighter each time. The next one is bats are blind. It is true that bats use the sound reflection system to track the path, and this system is so powerful that it completely eliminates their need to see, but they can still see and their eyes have full vision, although compared to other animals are weaker. Another famous lie that we believe is the Great Wall of China can be seen from the moon. Undoubtedly, the Great Wall of China is one of the masterpieces of engineering and shows the power of human construction. And it is certainly one of the greatest man-made structures that is considered a relic of history. But the fact that the Great Wall of China can be seen from the moon is the only rumor that some still believe. When man set foot on the moon, he took pictures of the Earth, showing only the oceans and lands. Edison is the inventor of the lamp. You probably completely agree with this statement and believe that Thomas Edison is the inventor of the lamp. But in fact, Edison was a person with a lot of ideas that his team worked on them and then announced the result. So many of Edison's inventions have to be registered in the name of his group. Of course, the case for the lamp is different. Before Edison, Alessandro Volta and Humphrey Davy were the ones who worked on this case even before Edison was born. Christopher Columbus discovered America. Although Christopher Columbus is widely regarded as the discoverer of America, this is not the case. It's true that Columbus wanted to travel the world and was looking for a better way between Asia and Europe. He changed his path to greater wealth and fame, and eventually reached the islands of Latin America. He has traveled to this area 4 times and has never set foot in the United States or Canada, an important subject that is still taught in schools. And the last one that we want to talk about is the tongue understands a different taste in each section. Tongue map was something many of us learned at the school or from our parents. That the tongue is divided into different parts and each part understands different flavors. But this is not true at all, and every tongue understands different flavors, and it is not the case that each part is limited to specific taste. What other common lies do you know that we didn't mention and we now believe them? Leave a comment and share them with us.